What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be seeing if AI can make an NFL team go 17-0 in Madden 25. We'll be asking ChatGPT for players, coaches, and schemes to see if we can make the first NFL team go 17-0 and try to win as much championships as possible within the next 3 years. Let's go ahead and head over to ChatGPT and see what players, coaches, and schemes it's going to give us. Alright guys, we're now on ChatGPT and we're going to go ahead and ask it for some help and see what's going to give us for our 17-0 rebuild challenge. Let's go ahead and start off by asking it, I just made a new NFL Madden 25 team, and can you give me current NFL players at each position to help my team go 17-0. Alright, let's go ahead and send this message, and man, this offense is loaded with the quarterbacks. We can just see Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, the running backs CMC, Bijan, and Jonathan Taylor, receivers Jay Jettis, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra, tight ends Travis Kelce, Sam Laporta, George Kittle, and then this offensive line, the best offensive linemen at each of their positions right there. Defense, you got Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, Max Crosby, Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, Quinn Williams at the defensive tackle. Linebackers, Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and Nick Bolton. That's a very interesting choice right there. Corners, Sauce Gardner, Pat Surtain, and then we got Tariq Woolen and Jalen Johnson. Safeties, Derwin James, Antoine Winfield Jr., and Kyle Hamilton. And then this coaching styles right here. We're going to go ahead and ask it separately though what head coach it's going to give us. We're going to use this coach as the team, and it's going to give us Kyle Shanahan for the 49ers. So this is going to be the team we use in Madden 25 to implement players that has given us so far. And then let's go ahead and ask for the scheme that we're going to use for this team. And for the offensive scheme, it's going to give us the West Coast zone run, of course, by Kyle Shanahan. Best uses that one. And then for the defensive scheme, we're going to go ahead and use either the Ravens or Jets. We'll probably use the Ravens. It's a multiple front hybrid nickel press scheme. And yeah, that's pretty much it so far for this challenge. Let's go ahead and put this team into Madden 25 and see what it's looking like. So the team that ChatGPT has given us is now on the San Francisco 49ers here in Madden 25. We're going to go show you guys what it's looking like. Head on to manage roster and adjust lineup. And man, this team is loaded. Superstar, X Factors, and superstars across the board on this offense. Trent Williams, that 9'9" overall left tackle, being our anchor on that offensive line. Payne on the opposite side. And Quinn Nelson, Creed Humphrey, and Zach Martin in the middle. Absolutely disgusting. For the tight ends, we have Travis Kelce and George Kittle. Elite, top 2 tight ends in the league right there. And then we got Sam Laporta, of course, at that tight end 3. For the receivers, we have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is our worst receiver in terms of overall, and he is so good, which is crazy. For running backs, we have Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor. And then for quarterbacks, we have Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes. Possibly the most stacked quarterback room you can have, except for like maybe Joe Burrow. But this team is good. For fullback, it did not give us a fullback in the previous footage that I had shown you guys. So I went ahead and asked it for a fullback, kicker, and punter. And this is what it gave us on screen right now. Kyle Juszczyk will be our starting fullback for this offense. And then for the defense, all superstar X Factors. This is insane, except for Nick Bolton here, the odd one out.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
We have Antoine Winfield on that free safety position, Max Crosby at right outside linebacker, Roquan Smith and Fred Warner as middle linebackers, with Nick Bolton on the left outside linebacker. Strong safety, we have Derwin James. We also have Kyle Hamilton there. Corners, Sauce Gardner, Tariq Woolen, Patrick Surtain, Jalen Johnson. And then for the front, we have Myles Garrett, Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, Quinn Williams, Mike Parsons. I mean, this team is elite. And then for the special teams, the punter and kicker, as you saw in the previous screenshots, we got AJ Cole and Harrison Butker. And then kick returner, punt returner, or Tyreek Hill, which is insane. That speed is going to be killer. And then these are the specialists. This is what the Generate Best lineup has given us. And if you were wondering, yes, we have a 99 overall team with a 99 overall offense and 99 overall defense. And then before we go ahead and start the sim, I'm going to show you guys the options, league settings. Right here we have skill level on Madden. We had also changed, if you scroll down here, trade difficulty is normal. I had that on very easy to make the trades. Injuries are off, practice injuries off, and progressive fatigue is off. And then one last thing, which was the development trait regression. We had turned that one off. You can't exactly stop the regression of players, so Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce, they will probably regress soon just due to their age, and we can't do anything about it really. But we have so much young talent, and their traits are still going to be kept, so it won't really be that much of a drastic harm to us, especially with the depth that we have. So that is all the changes that we have done. And then lastly, if you head on over to home and manage staff and then team schemes, we have the West Coast zone run. Base 3-4 is the closest we could have got to what ChatGPT has given us. And then we had Kyle Shanahan for the offensive playbook and John Harbaugh of Baltimore for the defensive playbook. Now we're going to go ahead and start the sim and hope that this team can go 17-0 in Madden 25. Let's go ahead and start the sim right now. So week 1, we're going against the New York Jets, Monday night prime time at the Levi's Stadium. We're going to go ahead and sim this game. We're only going to be playing the playoff games, especially if they're further down in the playoffs. We don't want to impact too much, and we're only going to do key moments. The Jets lose to us 31-23, pretty big win there. Let's go ahead and go and see what happened in that game. All right, so offense, Jets were dominating. We got more rushing yards, they had more passing yards. Looks like we just made the most out of our possessions. They were gaining a lot more yards than us. Red zone offensive touchdowns, we had 4. We had really good efficiency off of there. We had more penalty yards. They had more time of possession, so they were doing a lot more work than us. Let's go to player stats. Lamar Jackson, 116.6 rating, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers outperformed, I would say, at least in the yards category. He had more touchdowns, but that touchdown to int ratio was not good whatsoever. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen did not play for us. Rushing, CMC with the 77-yard game, a touchdown as well. Receiving, Devontae Adams led the way for the Jets with 129 yards. So is Garrett Wilson. Justin Jefferson had 60 there. And then blocking, no sacks given up by either team. Defense, though, most tackles there, Micah Parsons. Most tackle for loss, Micah Parsons. 1.5 sacks by Micah Parsons and Max Crosby. That's amazing. Interceptions, had 2 by Sauce Gardner right there. This is a dominant defense right now. No pick sixes there. Kicking, really good efficiency from Harrison Butker there. 4-4 on extra points made. And there's the punting. But wow, we did really good here in that first game. We're going to go ahead and sim to mid-season now. Hopefully we do well, continue to go on a winning streak. I don't know where our bye week is exactly at, but we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and skip, advance to mid-season, and we'll see you at week 8. All right, here we are, guys. Week 8 versus the Cowboys. The 49ers are 7-0, baby. We're going against another undefeated team in the Dallas Cowboys. But before we do that, let's go ahead and check out the stats and awards. I can already see Christian McCaffrey there was top 3 in rushing. Lamar Jackson with 1,500 yards, 22 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. What a great season so far for him. Rushing, 576 for Christian McCaffrey. Bijan's putting in good work, and Lamar Jackson there with almost 200 yards eclipsed. Touchdowns, we have CMC with 7 there, who is leading the way for us. Justin Jefferson and Travis Kelce, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Christian McCaffrey, they're all pretty close in receiving yards there. Jamar Chase there with 155. Tyreek Hill has 0 catches and 0 yards, which is crazy. We're not even utilizing him, just using our top 3 receivers right now. Touchdowns, Travis Kelce, Amon-Ra with 7. This offense is really good. If we go to blocking, we have 2 sacks given up by Penei Sewell and 1 by Zach Martin. Defense, though, I know this defense is crazy. 6.5 by Myles Garrett, 6 by Micah Parsons, 3 by Max Crosby, 2 from Chris Jones, 1 from Fred Warner, and we got half a sack there by Kyle Hamilton. Interceptions, I can already see 4 from Sauce Gardner, Roquan Smith, Patrick Surtain, and Derwin James, and Jalen Johnson there, all with an interception as well, which is amazing. Forced fumbles, Roquan Smith, Chris Jones, Fred Warner all have 1 there. Let's see any touchdowns. No pick sixes so far. Not a single missed kick by Harrison Butker, and AJ Cole is holding his own on the punting side here for this team. Let's go see our rankings. We're first in offensive yards, best offense right there, and we have our defense is not that good. Oh, we are far down. Oh wait, am I missing it? Alright guys, I am clearly blind. We are top 3 defense right there.
What? What is that?
Let's use our eyes to see.
In terms of yards total given up, we're going to go ahead and sim through this game right here. This is probably one of our toughest matchups right here. Going into 6-0 Cowboys. They're undefeated as well. Once we sim this week, we're going to go into our bye week. And let's see if we remain undefeated. We do. We go 38-16 versus the Cowboys. It is a dominant team right now on all fronts. I mean, this team is number 2 offensive points, offensive pass yards number 6, offensive rushing yards 1, defensive points 1, defensive passing yards 6, rushing yards 1. This team is absolutely loaded with all the talent. We have second leader in sacks, or tied for first leading in sacks, Myles Garrett, and then Sauce Gardner is 3 there for interceptions. All right, we're going to go ahead and sim to the playoffs. Let's see if our team maintains our undefeated status and if we can secure that 1 seed, which I'm pretty sure we will. Everything's looking real good. We just got to finish strong and not collapse during the season. Let's go ahead and see you guys when we're in the playoffs. All right, guys, we have done it. We are 17-0, the first team to go 17-0 with the new 17-game schedule in the NFL. Looking at the league leaders, Lamar Jackson is 3rd there with CJ Stroud and Joe Burrow in front of him. Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons, both with 20+ sacks, leading the way in the league. Christian McCaffrey gets top 3 in rushing yards there. Our team was phenomenal. We obviously have the first seed, and we are been blowing out teams. Let's go ahead and look at that schedule real quick. Double check all the wins that we had. If we go to regular season, we won 31-23, 28-14, 31-17, 63-0 versus the Patriots, 35-21 versus the Cardinals, 42-26 versus the Seahawks, Chiefs 24-10, Cowboys 38-16, 38-10 versus the Bucks, 28-20 versus the Seahawks, a 49-21 versus the Packers. This game was close here versus the Bills. We had a 13 win against the 7 from the Bills right there. That was the closest one that looks like we had. 28-17 for the Bears, 38-10 versus the Rams, 52-13 versus the Dolphins. Against the Lions, we were 28-10, and then Cardinals 49-14. So we went undefeated, obviously, which is very impressive. For now, we're going to go and head on back to the main menu and head to home, and then we're going to go ahead and sim to the divisional round and see who we're going to go and face in this playoff matchup. We'll be facing the Washington Commanders here in the playoffs divisional round at San Francisco. Of course, we got the home field advantage. We're going to go ahead and sim this though and try and go to the NFC Championship. Hopefully we can make it, and we do. So we got a rivalry matchup here between the Packers and the 49ers here in the NFC Championship game. We're going to go ahead and check what the AFC side is looking like because we haven't yet looked. Let's go to the playoff picture. And wow, okay, we got an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and Bengals. The Bengals look to have gone on a nice little run there, beating the Broncos and the Texans. They're now in the AFC Championship. The Steelers are the number 1 seed on the AFC side. And then we have the 1 and 3 seed here on the NFC side between the Packers and the Niners. Let's head back. We're going to go ahead and sim this one, though, and hopefully make it to the Super Bowl. It's looking good. We're going against the 10-7 Packers. but we're undefeated. So hopefully we go ahead and go to the Super Bowl and try and win our first Lombardi trophy. Unfortunately, we lost to the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be a Packers vs. Steelers Super Bowl. I can't believe it. Let's go ahead and check the schedule. I am shocked. They came up with a huge upset, being us. They beat us 28-22. Wow, I'm in disbelief. I really thought we were going to go ahead and get a pretty easy matchup in the Super Bowl. Looking at the box score, we dominated on offense and special teams, but things just did not go our way. We had too many turnovers, it looks like, and Jordan Love played really well. It was a nice quarterback battle between Lamar and Jordan Love. Now, if we head on over to the rushing, Christian McCaffrey was able to lead the way. Not much yards, though. Receiving, it was Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. Not many sacks given up. On the defense, we had more sacks. Myles Garrett with 2 leading the way for us, and kicking and then punting. But wow, got outplayed towards the end. I'm not exactly sure what unfolded, but we are not going to the Super Bowl. While we did go 17-0, we are not going to be getting a championship this year. We're going to have to go ahead and sim to the re-sign period, re-sign some of our players. We do have infinite salary cap though, so we'll be able to re-sign all of them with max contract extensions. But that's just extremely unfortunate. Looking at the Super Bowl winner, we're going to have the Steelers winning it all. And then we're going to go ahead and sim to the re-sign period. For the draft, we will not be drafting anyone. Anyone that we do draft will be released or traded away. We don't want to add any players that ChatGPT did not tell us to add to the team. And looking at it right now, I have no clue why Nick Bosa was on this team. I did not catch that, but we just went 17-0 with a player we shouldn't have had on the team. We're going to go ahead and release him right now so he doesn't play for the next 4 years, but it was some extra defensive talent we had right there. We're going to go ahead and pick up the 5th-year option on Kyle Hamilton, and then for Sauce Gardner as well, pick up that 5th-year option. And then for Creed Humphrey, we're going to go ahead and give him a nice lengthy extension, 6 years, and we're just going to boost the salary, and boom, he is signed. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing with Nick Bolton, give him a nice 5-year contract, and we got him to sign. And then lastly, let's go ahead and get Zach Martin here, boost those years up, even though he is 34, and he does indeed sign. So that's all the players, and then we have to check for retirements as well. But let's go ahead and sim past the draft and into the next season to see if we can go 17-0 and hopefully win a championship. We are now in year 2 of this 17-0 challenge, and we're going to go ahead and show you guys what the team is looking like. There were indeed a few retirements that had occurred during the offseason. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what those were right now. But at left tackle, we had lost Trent Williams, our 99 overall, and then at fullback, we lost Kyle Juszczyk, which was a pretty big loss as well. We're going to have Sam Laporta there at the fullback position, and then we're going to go ahead and use ChatGPT to ask for another left tackle replacement because Travis Kelce is currently playing our center position, and that is not a very good fit for this offensive line. So we're going to go ahead and get a left tackle and then shift everyone over to their original position. However, on the defensive side, we did not lose anyone. Our defense stays intact. I'm going to go ahead and head on over back to ChatGPT and go and ask it for a left tackle suggestions and try and replace this missing hole on this offensive line. I went and asked ChatGPT for some left tackle suggestions, excluding Trent Williams for the 17-0 challenge. And for the suggestions, it gave us David Bakhtiari, Taylor Lewan, Teron Armstead, Ryan Ramczyk, Christian Darrisaw, and Andrew Thomas. We're going to go ahead and see which ones are available and add them to the team. So we traded for David Bakhtiari at that left tackle position, gave up a first round pick. This is what the team is looking like. Travis Kelce is now our fullback, and other than that, there's been no major changes. I've simmed to the midseason point, and we are 7-0 going against the Seattle Seahawks here on Sunday Night Football. Overall, our team is doing really well. As far as stats go, our team is dominating still. Lamar Jackson with almost 2,000 yards eclipsed. CMC leading the way for the running back position, having 545 yards. Receiving, we have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, then George Kittle, and CMC as our top 4 receiving options. And Justin Jefferson there with 10 touchdowns. As far as blocking goes, Zach Martin is the one struggling with 4 sacks allowed, but still a really good performance by this offensive line unit. On the defensive end, Fred Warner there with the most solo tackles. Leading our team in sacks, it's once again Myles Garrett, on pace for that 22 sack season that he had last year. He currently has 11 sacks, followed by Max Crosby with 5.5. Interception-wise, it's Fred Warner leading the way with 3, Kyle Hamilton and Pat Surtain with 2, Micah Parsons with 1, and then Sauce Gardner and Antoine Winfield Jr. with 1 as well. I'm going to go ahead and see if they got any pick sixes, and it looks like there was. Antoine Winfield Jr. has a touchdown. He did not have any fumble recovery, so it is indeed a pick 6 that he had in one of these games. Kicking, Harrison Butker remains perfect with extra point attempts, and then field goal wise he has missed 1, so he is slightly off there. Punting, AJ Cole is doing well and holding his own. Once again, as a team, we are number 1 in offense, and on defense we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in yards allowed. I'm going to be simming to the playoffs once again. Hopefully we remain 17-0 and try and secure a nice championship for the San Francisco 49ers team. And if we do have an opportunity, we will be playing in some playoff games. But we're going to go ahead and sim right now and see you guys at the playoffs. We're in the playoffs once again with a 17-0 record for the second straight year. And we once again secure a bye week for the San Francisco 49ers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule to see how we perform during these games. Let's head over the regular season. We were able to beat the Packers, the Cardinals 42-13, 38-24 versus the Texans, 34-10 versus the Falcons, 31-23 versus the Seahawks. A nice win versus the Panthers at 42-20. A huge win there versus the Saints. Seahawks, a pretty decent win as well. A close matchup there versus the Rams. Cardinals, we dominate. We dominate the Jaguars again, and then the Titans at 35-3. You beat the Rams 42-13, 29-10 versus the Bucks. Beat the Colts, the Steelers, and the Cowboys to end off the season. For the playoff bracket, we have the first seed in the NFC. The Chargers have the first seed in the AFC. It's going to be Dolphins versus Pats, Ravens versus Texans, Jags versus Chiefs, and then Eagles versus Bears, Packers versus Rams, and Saints versus the Cardinals. Pretty good matchups. Let's go ahead and see how it will unfold. We're going to go ahead and sim to the divisional round matchup in the playoffs, and we'll be facing the Los Angeles Rams, a in-division rival. They are currently 9-8. We're going to go ahead and advance this week as well to go to the conference championship. And we go against the Philadelphia Eagles. They are 14-3. We're going to go ahead and jump into this game and play the key moments to see if we can bring the 49ers to their first Super Bowl during the 17-0 challenge. So we are in the second quarter. It's currently 3-0 versus the Eagles. We have a 3rd and 6. We're in the red zone looking for a nice touchdown. Excuse the gameplay. We might be very bad playing our first game of the day. And we miss our throw to CMC, unable to get the first down. Let's go ahead and continue to our next moment. It's going to be a nice field goal attempt right here. Let's go ahead and drill this. Harrison Butker wearing the number 76 on the jersey. We have a different kick bar than I usually play with. I play the OG1, but we drill it, and it's good. We have a 3-3 game here versus the Eagles. We are given another key moment to play. It is towards the end of the second quarter, 1st and 10. We're in the red zone once again. We're going to call this play right here. We have Justin Jefferson going over the top and across the middle. We're going to go ahead and motion CMC out to the right, And we're going to analyze this field. We're rolling out, and we have some open field. Lamar Jackson takes it all the way, baby. Nice touchdown. A good rushing touchdown by Lamar increases this lead 9-3. We just have to drill this extra point, and we do. We have a minute here in this second quarter. We have to play some defense. 3rd and 5. We must stop the Eagles. I have Parsons on this right side on this blitz going against Lane Johnson. Nice move made. Jalen Hurts rolls out, and a good tackle stops him. 4th and 1. We secure the stop. We now have a few seconds in this final half. 49 seconds, 4th and 1. I'm assuming they're going to run it with Saquon, their best player, and we're going to stuff the line, run middle. Barkley is unable to get it. We get the stop with 47 seconds to go in this second quarter, and we're going to go ahead and take over on offense. Let's click the shock receiver option. I see press on the left side. Jamar Chase is on a curl route, but he's also getting pressed. We may be able to take advantage of this. Let's go ahead and hike this ball, make a few adjustments real quick, get George Kittle on that drag. We're going to roll out with Lamar Jackson. We're getting rushed, but Jamar Chase is wide open on the outside, and we get him to the 30-yard line. Huge play with 38 seconds. Call that timeout to stop the clock. We're going to run this scissor route here on the right side. We might be able to get George Kittle open on the right. There is press coverage on the left too. Might be able to take advantage of that, and we will. We're going to air it out, and Justin Jefferson comes up with it on the corner of the end zone. Huge play right there. Gives us another touchdown, 17-3 lead over the Eagles. Getting ourselves another chance here on offense at the 29-yard line. 3rd and 5. We got Amon-Ra and Justin Jefferson on the left, Kittle on the right. We motion CMC. Hike that ball, and you run outside, try to make the throw. It won't be completed. We get hit as we throw the football. Moment missed right there, but we have another chance at a field goal here in the 3rd quarter at that 4th and 5, 29-yard line. We're going to try it straight down the middle, and it goes. We have a 20-3 lead over this Eagles team. We sim to the 4th quarter, and we have another moment here to play. It's a 3rd and 4 at our 36-yard line. We're going to run a halfback stretch to the left side. CMC takes the handoff, got some space, and we are moving. CMC breaks a tackle, spins, and gets a nice run. We're at the 17-yard line. We're winning by a good margin. I'm going to go ahead and skip the moments and sim to the end of this game. Let the CPU handle it. We have 40 seconds left, and we have a 27-3 lead, and that is the NFC Championship. We're going to the Super Bowl, hold the Eagles to 3 points. It was a great game there. Good defense, good offense, and now we have a chance at winning our first Lombardi Trophy. I'm going to go ahead and sim on over to the Super Bowl and see who we will be facing in this year's championship. For the 2025 Super Bowl, we will be facing the Los Angeles Chargers, a 15-2 team. They had a great season, but we had a better season. Let's hopefully win ourselves the Super Bowl. We're going to go ahead and hop into this game and play the key moments, and hopefully all goes well. We'll see you guys when the game begins. We're in our first Super Bowl, baby, going against this Los Angeles Chargers team in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. We're playing some defense. We have the Chargers pushing for a touchdown. I'm going to switch on to Fred Warner. Got that blitz going, and huge interception. Kyle Hamilton comes up with a pick. I wasn't even on that side, but what a huge play by Kyle Hamilton to make a huge turnover. It's Justin Herbert throwing that, of course, and we're now going to be taking over on offense. We're going to go ahead and continue to the next moment, and it's going to sim us to the second quarter, beginning there with a 1st and 10 at the 19. We're looking to complete this drive with a touchdown in the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, we're going to run him to the left, and I see a small gap, but it is closed quickly. We make a move, and CMC breaks some tackles, and that's a huge play. We're going to be stopped there at the 3. I thought he was going to keep going, but he is stopped at the 3. Big play right there by CMC, allowing us to be within the 5-yard line. of the end zone. It's a 1st and goal, and we're going to run this ball again with CMC, just run it up their throats. We're going to snap it left. CMC gets stopped, and no, he doesn't. We're going to spike that football. CMC crosses the goal line and gets ourselves the first touchdown in the Super Bowl. It's a 7-0 lead versus Chargers, and we have another possession here on offense at the 17-yard line. We're driving here again, and we're looking for a huge touchdown to put ourselves with a commanding lead. We're going to motion out CMC, 2nd and 1 with 50 seconds, and we're going to pass it to CMC on the check down, and it's a nice little gain. We get the first down, and it's a 1st and goal. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, look for a play here, and Justin Jefferson could split the safeties up the middle. We're going to run that slant at the audible, and it's caught. Justin Jefferson makes the play, and we have 2 touchdowns here in this first half. We lead 14-0 versus the Chargers. It looks like we got a safety on them because we got up to 16, and we have another chance at a touchdown right now with 3 minutes and 10 seconds. 1st and 10 at the 13. Lamar Jackson, I'm going to pass it to CMC. Huge move. It's another touchdown. CMC with now a receiving and rushing touchdown this game. He is playing out of his mind. We have a 4th quarter here, 1st and 10 at the 16. We're going to go ahead and look for another touchdown. We're going to run this halfback stretch to the left side. We've held the Chargers to 0 points, which is impressive. CMC running fast, cutting to the outside, make a move on the inside, unable to get the touchdown. When the clock continues to run, CMC eclipses 100 yards, and it's a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. We're going to go ahead and run this passing play. I don't know if this is the move, but let's go ahead and risk it. It's 1st and goal. Nothing to lose right now. We have a really big lead. I see Justin Jefferson in the back of the end zone. Bang! Touchdown! It's another score. We are up 32-0 versus Chargers team, and we hold them to 0. It's a shutout in the Super Bowl. What a game. We are winning our first Lombardi trophy in this challenge with just 1 more year to go. I went ahead and simmed to the re-sign period. We're going to re-sign Jamar Chase here for the first player he signs. We're going to go ahead and sign now Micah Parsons up the years, and he will test free agency. No, you're not, buddy. Franchise tagging you. And then we're going to go ahead and sign Bijan Robinson, or accept that option. And then Tariq Woolen up the years and the salary, make an offer. He wants to go to free agency, so we're going to go give him a crazy offer in free agency. We're going to up the years on George Kittle to 7, and then increase that salary and bonus. We're going to be nice and generous here with this infinite salary cap. He will accept. And then Ellerson Smith is here for some reason. You will not be signed, with AJ Cole being the last player here out of the bunch that we will re-sign. 4 years, upwards of $3 million, and he will accept. We'll go ahead and re-sign Tariq Woolen in free agency, give him a crazy offer he can't refuse, and then we will finish out this challenge with 1 more year of simulation. Time to re-sign Tariq Woolen. We're going to up the years to 7 and increase that salary as high as possible, despite that low interest level in our team. He likes the historic championships and the market, but not the income tax from California. But we're going to give you so much salary to where it won't even matter. This money's going to talk, baby.
Hello, I like money.
So we have submitted the offer. We're going to go ahead and evolve the offer, and he accepts it. So we are all good. The team is ready for the final year. We just got to hope that no one retires. But other than that, let's go ahead and go to year number 3. So for our final year, we have another retirement. It's going to be our left tackle, David Bakhtiari. And then on the defensive end, our team is once again still intact. It's just the offensive line change once again. And Bijan is now the starter over CMC due to CMC's regression. Travis Kelce is also gone, so George Kittle will be starting for us. So previously, ChatGPT gave us a list of left tackles. Ryan Ramczyk was one of them. He's actually a right tackle, but we are still able to trade for him. We give up a first-round pick, which we will not be using, So let's go ahead and plug him into the lineup. It's going to be Ryan Ramczyk at the right tackle position, and we move Penei Sewell to the left tackle. Creed Humphrey takes back over at the center position. And this is our final lineup for the last year of this challenge. So far, ChatGPT has been on fire, back-to-back 17-0 seasons, and we were able to secure a Super Bowl last season. We generate the best lineup right here. Josh Allen is now the starter for us over Lamar Jackson. George Kittle is the starter at tight end, and then we have to make a switch with Roquan and Nick Bolton. But other than that, the team is looking great, and we are ready for this last year of this challenge. Let's go ahead and sim to the regular season. The matchup at week 1 will be against the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday Night Football in San Francisco. Let's go ahead and sim this game, see how things are going, and it is a win. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs at home, and let's go ahead and beat this Rams team hopefully, and we do. We're 2-0 to start the season, and we'll sim one more time to the Arizona Cardinals. We will be going 3-0. Let's go ahead and look at the stats and awards right now. So far, Josh Allen is cooking. 720 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Rushing, Bijan is carrying his weight, 222 yards. Receiving, we have Justin Jefferson continuing to lead the way. Amon-Ra St. Brown following right behind him with 209 yards. And Justin Jefferson with 5 touchdowns so far. It will be Quinn Nelson allowing 2 sacks, the most on this offensive line so far. Fred Warner leads the team in tackles. As far as sacks go, Myles Garrett continues to dominate in the sack category with 6 sacks to start 3 games of the season. In terms of interceptions, it's Roquan Smith with 1 and no touchdowns for him, so it's no pick sixes. As a team, we are 8th in the NFL in offense, and defense, we are 1st in the NFL. So we're going to go ahead and sim to the regular season, see what we are looking like. Hopefully we are going 6-0 or 7-0 at the halfway mark, but we will see you then. So we will be going against the New Orleans Saints, but we are 6-0, still undefeated, keeping our winning streak alive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule, see how big of the wins we have had so far. Let's go to team schedule and then to the regular season. So we beat the Chiefs 34-10, 24-21 against the Rams, which was pretty close. A huge win versus the Cardinals, 42-3. We beat the Packers, a big scoring game versus the Seahawks with 52 points, and then we win against the Raiders, which is also a pretty close game with a 27-21 victory, which seems to have been a pretty dominant performance by us, but they kept it close towards the end of the game. Taking a look at the player stats, Ty Wooten seems to be a rookie for the Raiders, had a pretty decent game, but Josh Allen helped lead our team to a victory, keeping our undefeated streak going. Anyways, let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs. Hopefully we go 17-0 once again. That will be 3 years straight of 17-0, and hopefully we'll be able to win another Super Bowl, allowing us to go back-to-back. And we finished the season, unfortunately, 16-1. We were 1 game away from going 17-0 for 3 straight seasons. That loss came against the Philadelphia Eagles, it looks like, in week 17. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule, see what happened during that game. And so we started off the season strong, as you saw before. We got a bunch of big wins there. It was a 28-34 game. We lost in overtime, so they scored a touchdown before we could. It was a pretty close match the whole way through, and we ended up losing this one. Let's go ahead and look at the player stats, see the comparison between the players. Josh Allen had a better passing game yards-wise, but Jalen Hurts was able to score another touchdown compared to Josh Allen with 3, while Josh Allen only had 2. For the rushing yards, it was Jalen Hurts for the Eagles leading the way, and then Bijan Robinson with 52 for us. Receiving, it was Devontae Smith with 93, Justin Jefferson with 69 yards, and then Miles Moon, who was a rookie for the Eagles, there in third. He had 67 yards on 3 receptions, also with a touchdown, which was pretty impressive. Transitioning over to the defense, it was Max Crosby with 3 sacks, Micah Parsons 1.5, Myles Garrett with 1, and Dexter Lawrence with half a sack. So our pressure was there, generating good pass rush against this Eagles offensive line, but we ended up coming short and losing this game. So we finished 16-1 in our final season. However, we still have an opportunity to go win a Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and look at the playoff bracket, see how the teams are shaping up in the playoffs. If we head on over the playoff picture, it will be the Colts as the 1 seed in the AFC. We have the 1 seed in the NFC still. Eagles will be the 3rd seed, Packers 2nd seed, Bucks 4th seed, and then Panthers 7th, Seahawks 6th, Bears 5. Then got Bengals Ravens AFC North matchup there on the left side. While I'm still here on this league tab, I'm gonna go ahead and go over and check the stats of our team during this regular season. Taking a look at the whole entire league, it's Dak Prescott leading the way with 4,800 yards, and Josh Allen coming in for 3rd in passing yards. He does lead the league in touchdowns and tied for lowest in interceptions. Rushing yards, Josh Jacobs leads the league, and if we scroll down a little more, it's Bijan Robinson down there who eclipses 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns during this season. And then if we go on over to the receiving yard section, it's Justin Jefferson in 4th with 1,400 plus yards, almost 100 receptions, and 12 touchdowns. So a pretty good season for him, leading the way for our team. And for the defense, it was Pete Werner for most tackles. Sacks-wise, it was tied Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett, 18.5. Then Max Crosby was 17.5, and we look down a little further, Dexter Lawrence with 14. So we obviously had the best front right there, with the scariest numbers being put up by our defensive line. And then for kicking, it was Younghoe Koo for the Patriots, and then for punting, it was Blake Killigan. So we're going to go ahead and sim to the divisional round, see who our opponent will be during this year's playoffs. Advancing to the next week, we will be going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 11-6. We won't be hopping into this game. We're going to go ahead and sim it to the conference championship to see who we go against, and it will be the Philadelphia Eagles. We got a nice rematch here for the NFC championship game. The Eagles were 13-4 during this season. We'll once again sim through this game and see who we'll be going against in the Super Bowl. It will be the Los Angeles Chargers, who went 9-8 this season. It will be another Super Bowl rematch. We're going to go ahead and hop into this game, play the key moments, and finish out the last year of this 17-0 ChatGPT challenge. We will hop in this first quarter with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go. It's at the 17-yard line. We're going to be on the offensive end here, driving, looking for a touchdown, and we're going to go ahead and run the ball with Bijan Robinson, flip it to the left side, and looking for some space. We see a little bit. There's a flag on the play. We gain about 5 or 6 yards, but we might have to go backwards as the penalty. It will be a holding call, and it looks to be on Penny Sewell. 10-yard holding call, moving us back 1st and 19. We'll be at our own 25. We will have Sam Laporta motioning all of our receivers going to the right side. Sam Laporta motions to the right, and we play action it, and it looks like we're going to get sacked. Big mistake right there. It's a 2nd and 31 at the 38-yard line. Moves us really far back, and we have a long ways to go now if we want to go ahead and get this touchdown. 2nd and 31 with 2:24 and ticking in the first. We're going to see that slant. George Kittle looks to be open. We go for the drag, though, on Jamar Chase. Big move, and we almost have a first down. Jamar Chase's speed is fast, allowing us to run fast in the open field. We're going to be at the 9-yard line, 3rd and 2. We're going to call a run play. Bijan Robinson to the left. There's a linebacker right there who's aware, and we make a move, and it is close. It's going to be 4th and inches. We'll go ahead and run a QB sneak. Screw the field goal. We're here to win a Super Bowl, and we're going to go the play type, run, and QB run right there. QB sneak it, 4th and inches. It's Josh Allen. He's really good at these QB sneaks. Let's go ahead and see if he can do it. He will. So it is 1st and goal at the 5-yard line with a minute and 15 seconds on the clock. We're going to go ahead and call another run play. This time it is Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. We're going to go ahead and call pass play, audible, switch it up, moved the routes a little bit. Justin Jefferson on the fade, snapping the ball. Josh Allen pressured by the right side blitz, and we go down. 2nd and goal from the 15-yard line with less than 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown might be open in the middle, and that slant route on the left also looks enticing. We're going to roll out with Josh Allen, and we make the throw cross-body to Jamar Chase in the middle of the field. It's a 3rd and goal at the 9, and we're going to let this clock run out to the second quarter. We are less than 10 yards away from this end zone. It is very doable to get a touchdown. Nice play right there from the highlight, Jamar Chase. We're going to go ahead and call a empty spot wheel, and we're going to motion Jamar Chase to the left. He's been really good for us this drive. McCaffrey's going to go right. Kittle might be open on that corner. It is covered well, and we find Jamar Chase. They'll say he is short. It's 4th and goal at the 1. We're going to go ahead and go for it, of course, going for this touchdown. We're going to run it with Bijan Robinson at the goal line. Halfback dive, gets it. It's a touchdown, 49ers. We are up 7-0. Second quarter, 4 minutes and 41 seconds, 3rd and 8. Got a nice defensive play, all drawn up. I'm going to go ahead and use Roquan Smith. Jalen Johnson on the corner blitz down there, and he is unblocked. It is drawn to perfection, sacked. Jalen Johnson gets to Justin Herbert, the quarterback. We're going to go ahead and hop in at a minute 45 on the offensive end. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. We're going to go ahead and look for Bijan Robinson in the middle of the field. George Kittle going on that streak also looks to be like a potential read if he can split the safeties. Jamar Chase also on that out route looks nice. And we're going to go air it out to George Kittle, and incomplete. I tried to go for the possession catch there, but 2 defenders in the area leads to an incompletion. We'll select another pass play here. We got Bijan Robinson motioning out to the right, and then we're going to go ahead and put Justin Jefferson on the hot route drag. Bijan looks wide. We're going to go ahead and pass it to him. Slightly late, but we get the first down, and a little more will be stopped at the 49-yard line. 113 yards for Josh Allen. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Bijan Robinson on the screen right here looks to be pretty good. It worked last time on that previous play. And we get a nice first down, moving out to the outside. Nice move, gets the defender the fall. And we are at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, less than a minute to go. All 3 timeouts still at our disposal. Bijan Robinson is going to be on the motion to the left side. Justin Jefferson on that streak. Josh Allen will roll out. We see George Kittle open in the middle of the field, and we'll hit him. And we get a nice 6-yard gain with 33 seconds remaining on the clock. We'll use our first timeout. We're at the 27-yard line. If we could take advantage of this last minute here in the second quarter, it will put us up another touchdown and a pretty comfortable lead. Jamar Chase gets the catch, 3rd and inches, 26 seconds. Let's go ahead and call a play. Oh, shoot. Okay, the clock time went way faster than I thought. 3 seconds left on the clock. We call a timeout, and now we are forced to call out the field goal unit. We're going to go ahead and line this up, and it is shaky, but we still get to go through. It is a 10-0 game. We got ourselves a nice lead heading into the second half. The Chargers are able to score a touchdown. We're going to be hopping in on a defensive play. Looks to be a run, maybe in the inside or right side, and they will run it right. It looks to be a halfback blast, and I missed the tackle. J.K. Dobbins is in the end zone for the Chargers, making it a 13-10 game, and they get the extra point. 14-10 game now. We're on offense with 47 seconds to go. 8-yard line, 1st and goal. Running it with Bijan Robinson once again to the left side on the halfback stretch. Will his speed get us to the end zone? We will be just shy at the 1-yard line. 17 seconds in this third quarter. It's a 2nd and goal. We have time to get this play off. We'll run the halfback dive to the left side, and it's a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor gets it in the end zone for this 49ers team. We once again take the lead in the Super Bowl, and we hope to keep it for the final quarter of this game. Continuing on to the next moment, We will be hopping in 3 minutes and 14 seconds in this fourth quarter. 3rd and 7 at the 49-yard line. Bijan Robinson will motion to the right, and I will look at St. Brown on that streak. Safety is covering him. We see Justin Jefferson, though, comes up with the catch on the outside, able to get both feet in bounds. We'll continue to the next moment with 2:43 in this fourth quarter. We are now at the 22-yard line, calling another pass play for this offense. Amon-Ra St. Brown is running an in route with Justin Jefferson on an out route. We'll hot route Jamar Chase to a drag and motion Bijan Robinson to the left side. We'll run outside the pocket, and we are sacked. A fumble. Joey Bosa causes a fumble. It is picked up by Ryan Ramczyk, our new tackle, but luckily we come up with the football. After that near disaster, it is 2nd and 20 with just a few seconds before the 2-minute warning at our 32-yard line. We'll motion George Kittle to the left and run the football with CMC. It will be a 3rd and 14, 6-yard gain as we hit the 2-minute warning. We are going to go ahead and pass it and go for the field goal unless we are able to pick up this first down. And we are stopped immediately. Hit, breaks the tackle, but met with a bunch of defenders at the line. Actually, we lose yardage. It's a 4th and 18, and we will look to get the field goal unit out there and kick a long field goal. And I missed the kick to the right. Huge miss in this Super Bowl with less than 2 minutes to go. We take over on defense. Justin Herbert and this Chargers offense looking to score a touchdown. Come on, Roquan Smith here on the zone hook curl. It will be a check down to number 8. I'm assuming that is Gerald Everett. It is a 2nd and 3, 7-yard gain right there. 1 minute and 48 seconds left on the clock, and they are at the 44-yard line. We'll move down to Parsons, make a good move, and a incompletion is caused there by Smith. Great play right there, causes it to be 3rd and 3, once again at the 44-yard line. I'm going to move to Micah Parsons again. We have drawn up a blitz with the corner, make a good move there. Ladd McConkey, though, is able to come up with the football. Great catch there, move the chains for this Chargers team. It is a 1st and 10. I will be on Micah Parsons again on the hook curl. Covered well. It is a wide open Ladd McConkey, though, on the left side. Wide open gap in the zone. And we will move our team to a blitz. And it is Will Dissly that makes the catch on the drag route for 3 yards. Less than a minute to go. We need a huge stop. They're at their 20. 2nd and 7, 34 seconds and ticking. It is Will Dissly again on the inside, getting gains for the offense with a nice 4-yard gain. They're at the 15-yard line. I'll be on Roquan Smith, the middle linebacker, running a zone play once again and covering the inside. We get the tackle on Will Dissly. He is putting in the work for this Chargers team with nice catches in this red zone. Justin Herbert and this offense are within the 10-yard line with 26 seconds to go. 1st and goal. And it's a incomplete pass. Will Dissly drops it. Fred Warner is there to make a incompletion and a good play on the football. Looking at the run, J.K. Dobbins might run inside. They motion the fullback / tight end, and they get a nice gap. J.K. Dobbins with a nice move gets into the end zone, increases the Chargers score to 21. They have a 4-point lead. We have 16 seconds on the clock to make a comeback. It will be hard. We got to make smart decisions, and we will pass to the inside and intercepted by the Chargers defense. We lose the Super Bowl in our final year. Bad read by me. Completely botched it. And we lose to the Chargers. We are 1-1 against each other in the Super Bowl during this challenge. In conclusion, after 3 years of simulation, we were able to go 17-0 2 times with 2 Super Bowl appearances along the way, winning one of them and losing the other one. As far as accolades go, we had Kyle Shanahan win Coach of the Year 2 times, had Christian McCaffrey win Offensive Player of the Year one time, and to pair with that, a Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen was able to get an NFL MVP and an Offensive Player of the Year award. Myles Garrett was able to win Defensive Player of the Year one time. And lastly, Lamar Jackson was able to win 2 MVPs. If you made it this far, I want to thank you so much for watching my first YouTube video. If you want to see more Madden rebuilds, please consider subscribing and liking the video to help support the channel. Additionally, I have a Twitch channel that will be linked in the description where I'll soon be streaming. So if you'd like, you can go ahead and follow that. And if you have any Madden challenge ideas or rebuilds, along with any video suggestions, make sure to leave a comment as I'll be reading all of them. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya!